don't understand why people that have lost weight then start judging other people. Hi guys, I'm Olivia and welcome to Olivia's Orbit. We are running this back again. Long time no see. And if you are new, hello, hi, how are you? Today I want to come on here and I want to talk about weight loss. Before I lost weight, I just thought I was going to go from fat to skinny and be happy and tea. There's a period that actually fucked with me before I could even get to this part that I'm at now. The comfortability in being a plus size person. Into a certain point where you start to doubt the weight loss and you kind of want to put it back on. The way you also get treated when you're a bigger person as opposed to when you lose the weight. So my teen years to my early 20s, I spent most of it on the plus side. If you're an African person with African parents in an African household, you will understand that weight is definitely something that is always going to be talked about if you are a bigger person. To have heard that for such a long time, it really does shape the way that you view yourself. And it did with me. Like, I always thought like I was never going to be skinny. So what's the point of me trying so hard to lose weight? I had lost weight and I went down to like a size 6. And I just thought to myself, like, if people are still going to call me big and still going to call me fat and call me all these names coming from, like, my aunties and my uncles, so these are fully grown adults, child, what is my little brain supposed to think? Well, I'm going to be fat forever, so I might as well eat whatever the hell I want. That was the beginning, I think, of self-destruction. Like, other people tried to destruct, but then I took it and ran with it. I think it definitely is a mental thing, especially in the ages of being an early teenage girl. As far as I can remember being a kid, I remember I used to binge eat all the time. I would binge eat until I was throwing up. I would binge eat at parties. There was no shame in my game. I was binge eating down. I think I had no, I don't think, I know I had a food addiction. Like, I was so addicted to food. I was so addicted to snacking. My mouth had to be occupied, I feel like 24/7. And then to top it off, I was chewing ice when I wasn't actually eating food. I would be eating ice down. So binge eating was always a thing. Binge eating, starving, binge eating, starving. These are things that I've had to like unlearn and like teach myself better ways and do my research. And that is why I'm sitting here today in front of you guys to tell you guys, if you guys are dealing with the same thing, to also understand that you can control these things and you should take control of these things before these things continue on getting worse down the line. I wish a trusted adult had stepped in, but a year prior to COVID, I had already been out of work. I had mentally just been drained. There must be more to life than work. Like work, school work. Like, oh my freaking gosh, I just needed a break. So I stopped working, and in this time, I guess I got too comfortable. Just as I was about to be like, okay, well, we're back out now, I'm gonna be doing something, COVID hits. And as someone who loved staying home 24/7, but when COVID came, it was like this feeling of like, I can't bear it now that I'm being told to stay inside. I took that opportunity to go out and to at least I was hearing about this 10K steps thing, and I was like, I know I can't go to the gym. Like, that's not my thing. I used to always say, like, gym is not my thing. You could never catch me in the gym. But then I was like, the one thing I can do is walk. I love walking. And mind you, this is COVID, and we had Ramadan in COVID too. So I would fast and I would walk. Granted, I would sleep all day, and I guess that would defeat the purpose of fasting. But I was fasting and I was doing 10K minimum a day. I would do 15, I would do 20, but I would make sure that that 10K is being hit, even on the laziest days, even on the days where I didn't feel like doing it. If you have little siblings, you know that you love sending your siblings to the shop. I started taking myself to the shop. I kept going. If anybody was going to the shop, I would tag along and I would walk with them. I was just doing anything to make sure I was hitting that 10K. When you break your fast, you want to have a nice spread. We were having more fruits, we were having more cooked meals. I think all of that combined really kicked off like this journey, because then I went from a whopping, no, let me not say whopping, I'm sorry. I went from 103 kg, and by the time the lockdown had lifted, I started going to the gym, and the first day that I went to the gym, I weighed myself, and I had then weighed 92 kg. But seeing myself go from 103 down to 92 made me feel like, oh my god, even though I didn't feel like I could physically see it, that was a little bit of motivation to make me feel like, okay, well, we can do this, because girl, you just lost 10 kg, so You can clearly do that again and again and again, and all I did was walk and fast. When Ramadan is not on, I think it's harder for me to fast and keep myself doing it because everybody else around me is eating. When you're fasting, everybody else is fasting, so it's easy. I decided I have to go to the gym because the walking is not doing what I thought it would do. Yes, I've lost 10 kg, but I'm looking in the mirror and I don't feel like I've lost that 10 kg at all. Like, it doesn't look like my body's getting toned or anything. I didn't care about the health aspect of it all. I just wanted to lose the weight. I was weighing myself every single day. I was putting on kgs, losing kgs, on kgs, losing kgs. Huh? I'm in the gym every day and you're telling me that I'm not losing the weight? Ugh. Because you have this thing where you want to eat healthy and you change your whole diet and you're eating salads and stuff like that. And then later on down the line, you do your research and you're like, oh, eating a salad every single day is not even good. Because I don't think your body's even digesting it right. You need to make sure that you're eating the right foods that are feeding the right bacteria. I had to keep telling myself, you know what? This is a lifestyle, not something that I can do in a week, 2 weeks, even a month. This is a lifestyle, so I can get for real. Weigh myself all the time, eat the same thing for 3 months, not really learn my body and about bacteria and digestion, and let me just be goofy. No, I didn't want to go from being super unhealthy to super clean because I know that that would not be sustainable. So what I would do is I would still snack, but I would pick different snacks. Instead of doing my combo of a packet of crisps, a chocolate bar, a sweet, a drink, I would then just be like, you know what, let me get biscuits. Because biscuits, that was the one thing I knew that I would not eat the whole pack of. I was eating the shortbreads, and shortbread is very thick and it's got a creamy texture. So eating that, I was like tricking myself into that. I'm eating like a chocolate bar, I'm eating something and it's sweet, but I know that I can't eat more than 4 or 5. Ask me now if I can eat them today. Oranges, kiwis, like I just started getting into the fruits more, and I know fruits have sugar and a lot of people would be like, it's not that much healthier. It is healthier when you considered where I was starting in the beginning. So I don't think sometimes that you should take too much advice from other people because they expect us to go from eating all these different foods and then all of a sudden being like, yeah, I'm having a kale salad. You have to figure out, okay, what I'm gonna have something sweet, but I'm gonna cut it down. The whole pack that I would eat today, no, I'm gonna have 1 or 2. Stop going to the gym every single day as well and started allowing myself to have rest days. I wasn't being super critical about the food I was eating. I was still allowing myself to kind of fluctuate in weight and kind of go from like healthy to unhealthy. I'll eat healthy food and maybe more cooked food, but I'm still gonna have like me a sweet treat. I wasn't really trying to fully go completely healthy. I think I went to the gym for about a year. I personally wasn't really seeing a difference, but I was taking my videos, my pictures. I felt really, really good that I could have the best of both worlds while losing this weight. And I was very intimidated by the Smith machine, not the Stairmaster. But one day I started going on it. 5 minutes turned to 10, 10 minutes to 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 45, 45 to an hour. Once I started going on the Stairmaster, so the weight started falling off like this. So I'm a stoner girl to the gym, right? And it's like I can really take my time to like breathe, relax, do each thing, focus on my form, focus on like just to understand that you're in the gym. Just be in the gym for 2-3 hours. When I got to that part of losing weight, my brain started to do this thing because once again, people are telling me like the same people calling me fat when I was fat, mind you, and the same people now telling me, you losing too much weight, girl. You looking too skinny. And I'm like, really? Because I don't feel it. Like, I should be feeling good. Right? Wrong. I just start feeling this feeling of like body dysmorphia, feeling like I wasn't supposed to be in this body. It was just feeling weird. I had not been slim in such a long time. By the time I was like 13, I was already putting on all this weight. And now I'm like 25, 26. Losing so much weight. The way I envisioned myself to look when I had finally lost the weight, it wasn't looking like that. I'm looking a bit and a bit and I'm losing weight, but I'm not looking toned and snatched and ass fat. Like, I didn't know that there was more to the working out. Like, there's more to the gym than just sitting there and doing like cardio and a little bit of weights. Like, you have to actually like pick and target your body. I just felt like, I think I want to put the weight back on. Like, I don't feel like my body looks good slim. Like, all those old comments are still coming back. Like, I just don't think I'm supposed to be slim. My body, I'm starting to experience aches that I've never felt before. The layer of fat that I had, almost like a little safety net, a little safety blanket, is now stripped from me when I'm laying down and I'm trying to put my fingers in the familiar rolls and the familiar fat and squidge. All of that is gone, and I'm starting to feel these feelings of being like always cold, feeling weak a little bit, like, oh, when the wind blows, like you're actually being pushed, because that same resistance that I had, like people can literally push me and I'm like, whoa, like stumbling back, because I'm like, I don't have all that force and all that density to me anymore. And at the same time, people are noticing that you're losing weight. People feel like they have so much entitlement to talk about your body that while you're losing weight, it's constantly like, you're losing weight, you know. And it kind of was getting to a point where losing weight was almost a little bit embarrassing for me, so I didn't really want to talk about it. Like, at first I would, but then like it got to a point where I was like, I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want people to notice that I'm losing weight. And every time people would notice it, it was so irritating. There was this man, he would always be like, oh, I can tell when you're losing weight because your thighs. Oh, I can tell when you're this. Oh, your arm. But over time, I think I just learned how to speak up for myself and advocate for myself, to the point where I was just like, guys, please. And I think the more and more people would talk about my body and asking me so much questions, or, oh my God, you've really lost weight, and oh, this, actually, no, I think you've put on a little bit of weight. All of that made me feel like, why do you guys care so much? So I feel like it was a good thing, because then it made me care less. I was just focusing on like doing some little home workouts, because I don't really go to the gym nowadays. I do when I do and I don't when I don't. Like, no pressure, because I feel like I've went from being a size 20 to 22 down to now a 10, 12. Personally, when I look in the mirror, because I had to just switch off outside noise. I can't let other people dictate to me how my body should be. So what more can I complain about now? Like, girl, if there's a little pudge, allow the little pudge. If there's a roll, allow the little roll. You are a human being. What are we trying to do with the body to the point where like we can't live? And when I stop going to the gym for a while and I'm not as toned as before, like I'm, oh my freaking gosh, like I need to get to the gym. All of that just actually, like, I don't like stress. But then fast forward to not that long, up to this year, I landed myself in the hospital. Okay, and when I went to the hospital, I couldn't even move because my abdomen was in excruciating pain. Doctors couldn't give me a clear answer as to why this happened. I've done all my own research where my belly was hurting, and I suffered a lot from anxiety. So when I would like get those like panic attacks, like my stomach would really hurt. So I was feeling like, is there a correlation between the two? I started reading a book about stress and stuff, and every time I would Google it, it was basically saying like, yes, like being overly stressed or feeling this or feeling that could be this. But now I've cut out all this stress. I be breathing, I don't overthink, I do what I can in the moment, I don't do what I can't do. And I feel like that's also played a part. You know yourself. Your body will tell you what it needs. Your body will tell you what it don't like. You have to make these changes and actually apply them if you want to see change. But just to wrap it up, yes, weight loss journey. Yes, be patient with yourself and understand it is a process, and please make it a lifestyle and not something that you're trying to conquer in the next 3 months. Like, but just remember that you're a person, you're a human being with muscle, tissue, fat. You're a functioning body. When I change my food, my mood, my stress levels, my this, my that, my weight goes down, as opposed to me starving and banging the gym like a maniac. Yeah, I would get fat again. I would get fat again. I feel like everybody should be fat at least 1 to 2 times in their life. That's how I lost the weight, and that's how it affected me mentally. Today I'm good though. Today I'm chilling. I feel like I've built myself to a point where I'm just, if it looks good, it looks good. If it looks bad, it still looks good in my eyes, because it's me. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video of this series. So I'm just going to talk about dating, about boyfriends, about friends, about family. You know, if you guys relate, you guys relate. If you don't, you don't. But please leave a like and leave a comment down below whether you are losing weight, or if you've lost weight and you felt these feelings before, or if you have no desire to lose weight. Like,